Plaintiff Mustafa Kasimi says he always suspected there was something fishy about the defendant's house where he was renting a room. He's been forced out because of suspicious fire damage, so he's suing for $5,000. Defendant Ali Mood Ibrahim claims he is an honest landlord and was on an island far away when the fire broke out, so there's no possibility it's his fault.
As I understand it, Mustafa, you are suing for fire that broke out in the building you were renting an apartment in.
I needed a place to stay, so a friend of mine who was renting a room called me for a vacant.
There was a vacancy in...
Vacancy. He arranged the time for me to go and basically occupy the place.
How long have you rented from him?
About 2 years.
Oh, okay. So this was a pretty long
stay. It's a good amount of
stay.
time. However, when I first
you were staying 2 years. Now what happened?
Basically, when I went there, he did not give me a lease. Basically, it's like a hotel place.
Yeah.
It was being rented
and how
just
much
like
were
a
you
hotel.
Paying? How much were you paying?
The agreement was $600, which included utilities.
$600 a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So for me, it was a good place. Given the fact that in New York, it's very expensive to find the right place.
It sure is.
For me, it was not far from where I used to work at the airport, JFK. So, I thought it was a good deal until the day I was called that the house was on fire.
The building was on fire?
The whole house was set on fire for, I don't know what happened.
What did he do?
For the couple of years that I lived there, he did work as a handyman, including electric.
Yes.
I'm asking him if he has an electrician license. The day before the fire, he was observed by another tenant working electric.
Your Honor.
Are you saying that because he was working on the electric, if he was, you have to prove that he was, that is what caused the fire? What do you say to what he's saying?
He did his own electric work.
He's saying
somebody observed me doing electrical work a day or two before. I can prove I was in Jamaica, the island of Jamaica, for 1 week before the fire.
Okay, so there goes that argument.
But Judge, is there a way that he can prove that he was 1 week prior to the fire in Jamaica? Is there evidence?
I can.
Yeah, but the burden is on you because you're bringing the lawsuit. He's just defending.
I had a phone call at approximately 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. in Jamaica that my house had a fire.
Okay.
My wife called me. She was at a laundry and observed fire at the house.
She says, oh my gosh, honey, the building's
the house
on fire.
Is the fire department there? Yes. Is the white uniformed police officers there? Give them the phone. I worked for police department for 20 years at that point. So I spoke to the lieutenant and he said they're taking care of everything. Right. The fire department put out the fire with water. That's the damage. The fire did not damage the building that much. But because of flames, they have to completely soak
water
the building.
Is an acceptable means of putting out a fire.
Or else they're responsible if it flames back up.
Yeah.
Everything was damaged in the house, including mine, including the other tenants. And I don't see why he's saying anything about electrical. I could not have brought a report from the fire department as his final report that what caused the fire. And it says discard cigarette onto the gutter from the balcony. That's the report.
The fire didn't damage your property, but the water, which as they were putting out the fire, apparently is what damaged your property.
Well, it triggered. The fire triggered
of course,
the fire
I understand
department to show up.
But you have to prove that what he did caused the fire. That's your property?
He did come to the house a few days after the fire.
Yeah.
And picked up stuff from the room. That's how we even got the picture.
Due to the fire, the New York City Department basically deemed the property dangerous and nobody is able to go in.
Of course not.
Yes,
right,
full vacate order.
Yeah, you got a bad deal. I get it. But you're suing him. And he was victimized as well. He didn't start the fire. You've offered no proof, no statement by the fire department, no statement by the police, nothing which shows that he started the fire. Since he didn't start the fire department did what is totally appropriate. There's a fire, you pour water to put out the fire.
Yes.
They did their job. You, sadly, had your property damaged because of the water. Were you insured? Did you have renter's insurance?
In order to get renter's insurance, Your Honor, you need a lease. He chose not to have.
No.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You can't just say things. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
No, you can get renter's insurance.
But
your solution would have been to get renter's insurance, which you were eligible to get.
Everything in the room belonged to me. The bed, the vanity, the wall unit, everything belonged to me. The carpets. He brought whatever bags he had in his hand or a briefcase he had. That's all he brought. I was trying to help people that was in a bad situation to give them a place to stay with a bathroom and a kitchen.
No. That's not what's going on here. Don't fool the public. Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, the house is insured.
Yes.
Did he get money for the damage?
I assume he did.
Is there a way we can know the figure?
It's no relevance to you.
For many years, but he was patching things up to set the fire on, to collect insurance.
No. Okay. No, I'm sorry.
I never cheated another human being in my life.
He did not take care of his house. So his house was in bad shape that he needed to get money to get a new house.
There were no...
So for me, I was being had.
Oh, you weren't being had. Okay, he wasn't responsible for the fire. And it's up to you to prove that he was. You haven't, so the court can't find him responsible for starting the fire. What you're accusing him of is a criminal violation and doesn't belong in this court. And because of that, I dismiss the suit.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.